Hello and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're going to put on our detective hats for a little grammar investigation. Yep, we are cracking the code of the English sentence by uncovering its single most important element. So let's get right to it with our very first clue.
To get us started, I've got a little puzzle for you. We're about to look at a few sentences that have a glitch. Something about them just doesn't sound quite right. Our mission today is to figure out what that glitch is, and more importantly, how to fix it.
Okay, take a listen to these. There's many problems. Running fast make me tired. Anna and Tom is here. You hear that, right? That little voice in your head that goes, something's a little off there? Well, you're not wrong. Just stick with me, because by the end of this, you are going to know exactly why they're wrong and how to make them sound perfect.
All right, so to solve this mystery, we first need to meet the absolute star of the show, the engine that drives every single sentence. We call it the subject. And believe me, understanding the subject is the master key to cracking this whole case.
So, what is a subject anyway? Well, to put it simply, it's the who or what of the sentence. It's the person or the thing or even the idea that's doing the action or is the main focus. And here's the crucial part. Every complete sentence has to have one. Seriously, no exceptions.
Let's look at a super simple example. The dog is barking. So who or what is barking? The dog, of course. That's our subject. It's the one performing the action. Easy enough, right? But, our sentence star doesn't always show up this plainly. Sometimes it likes to wear a disguise.
Oh yeah, the subject is a true master of disguise. It can be just one little word, or it can be a whole group of words. To become a real grammar detective, we've got to learn how to recognize it, no matter what form it decides to take.
So here we have two of the subject's main disguises. On the left, you've got the simple subject, that's just the core word, like birds in birds fly. But over on the right, you've got the complete subject. This includes that core word plus all the words that describe it. So in the tall man in the blue jacket is waiting, the simple subject is just man, but the complete subject, well, that gives us the whole picture.
And trust me, the disguises can get even more clever. A subject can be compound, like Anna and Mark doing something together. It could be an action word, like reading. In the sentence, reading helps improve focus. And sometimes, a whole chunk of words, like what she said, can act as one single subject. Spotting these is definitely a pro-level skill.
Okay, now that we know how to spot a subject, it is time to learn the golden rule of sentence structure. This is the secret, you guys, to fixing those glitchy sentences from the beginning. Think of it like this. The subject is the boss of the sentence, and the verb, the action word, always has to listen to the boss. It really just comes down to these three simple steps. First, you find your subject. You find the boss. Second, you figure out if it's singular, meaning just one, or plural, meaning more than one. And third, you make sure the verb matches it. Let's see how that works.
This slide shows the rule in action perfectly. One cat, the cat runs. See that little S on the verb? Now, more than one cat, the cats run. No S on the verb. A singular subject gets a singular verb, and a plural subject gets a plural verb. That right there is the key to sentence harmony.
Now, of course, every good detective knows you have to watch out for the tricky cases. Words like everyone or anybody, they might feel like they're talking about a lot of people, but grammatically they are always singular. So everyone is ready. Then subjects joined by and become plural. And for subjects joined by or nor, the verb just agrees with whatever subject is closer to it. You'll want to keep an eye out for those.
All right, detectives, this is it. The moment has arrived. We have gathered all the clues, we have learned the rules, and now it is time to go back to our original mystery and finally crack the case. This is the aha moment.
And just like that, the glitches are gone. There are many problems. Running fast makes me tired. Anna and Tom are here. Wow, they sound so much better, don't they? Now that we've got the solution, let's break down exactly why these fixes work. Okay, in our first case, there is many problems. The word there is actually just a distraction. It's not the subject. The real subject, the real boss of this sentence is problems. And since problems is plural, it needs the plural verb are. Case closed. Next up, running fast make me tired. Remember that disguise where an action word pretends to be a thing? Well, running is the subject here. And these kinds of subjects are always treated as singular. So the singular subject running needs that singular verb makes.
And for our final correction, we have Anna and Tom. That's a compound subject.
two subjects joined by and. And as our special cases rule told us, that makes the subject plural, so it needs the plural verb are. See? Once you know the rules, it all just clicks into place.
So, why does all this detective work actually matter? Because being able to identify the subject isn't just some random grammar rule, it is the absolute key to communicating clearly and effectively. Getting this right is the foundation for building strong, solid sentences that make perfect sense to everyone.
And there you have it. You did it. You cracked the code, and you are officially a subject sleuth. The only question now is, what grammar mystery should we dive into next? Let us know. Thanks so much for joining us on The Explainer.